What's up, buddy?
Yeah, nothing much. Just excited to warm up, get some camera practice.
First episode.
Yeah.
First episode. We've been talking about this for a while.
We have,
a long time.
And we even tried to record earlier.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And you know what? The DJ Khaled jokes were decent.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, we'll bring that back.
We'll bring it back, I think.
But it's more ideal now. We have the whole setup.
Yeah, I have my little light right here. You have yours.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah. Now all we need to do is talk for like 30 minutes.
I don't get all these people talk for 2 hours. That is deep.
I already feel like I'm running out.
Yeah, we're not that interested. No, but we're the strangest time to be in. Like, this is like the most ideal time to start a podcast.
It's true.
Everyone's inside. Yeah. Not much to do.
I think a lot of stuff is moving online too.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think people, you were talking about this earlier though, is companies are starting to realize how obsolete some people's jobs are, right? Because everyone's working from home nowadays. So a lot of people are kind of, I don't know,
you think
kind of useless in some of their jobs, right?
You think you can get more work done when you take out the hassle of just going to work?
I think so. I think so most people commute, I would say on average probably like 30 minutes for their job.
Especially when you have to go on the subway and delays.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
We live in London, by the way. Very international kids.
Oh yeah, true. This is in London. That's right. We'll definitely get into that, obviously. But yeah, average is like 30 minutes. You get in, you gotta settle, talk to the receptionist, take off all your stuff. And okay, so everyone, the biggest complaint is we hate meetings. Right? People hate meetings. Like, put everything you want to say into an email.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I kind of thought was kind of counterproductive way back when, but now I totally understand. So much can be accomplished via online, like.
So you make like a bullet point of your points, and maybe they respond to each one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be really efficient. I think it would get rid of a lot of the little like office what do you call it? Etiquette, where you kind of have to be like, hey, what's going on?
Oh,
but in the same way, you don't get to meet as many people if you're working as much online.
Yeah.
And already London is a very kind of isolated place.
It definitely can be. Any big city, though, I feel like.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like New York, London.
Yeah, how do you go to New York not knowing anyone and say you're not going to uni, you're not going to physical work, you're working at home.
Yeah.
What are you just on the subway? Hey!
Yeah, literally.
I
think those stories that like first generation kids tell are like, my dad came here with 2 cents in his pocket, didn't know anybody. I'm like, that's really hard. Like, oh my lord.
What is
yeah. My dad came from this and that country with this and that. And I was, wow, that seems impossible.
Man, you should see this restaurant in New York that's Cuban Chinese food.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, it's like this. I think it was a Chinese guy that lived in Cuba. It was a little community of Chinese people that lived in Cuba, and some of them had moved to New York. They serve both Cuban and Chinese food, and the chefs are from China. They be cooking like Cuban food.
Yeah, that's crazy. So much fusion nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I wonder what food's gonna be like in like 100 years.
I wonder what we're gonna be like in 100 years.
Dead.
Us? Yeah.
Yes.
Us dead.
But yeah, it's true. No, but I was also saying that I feel like so much music is coming out of quarantine, but it's not hitting exactly the same way as it did before quarantine or like Corona, because you're just inside. I feel like the vast majority of music I listen to, or you're inside more often. It's like going places or commuting to an event or like going to school or some sort of social event where it gets you in the mood, right? But it's kind of hard to get in the mood if you just like walk into the shower or something. Like, you feel me? Or you just listen to the shower. And it's supposed to inspire your day-to-day life, I feel like. That's what music.
It's too much stimulus without doing something as well.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the walking.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, it kind of refreshes.
I was also thinking about, so you went to one of the protests, right?
Nah, I was going to go to one today, but there's one next week just at the U.S. Embassy. Justice for Breonna Taylor protest.
I think it's funny how all these like governments. I saw they just put a mural up of her face in, I forgot what it was. They made a mural on the street of Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
Right. And you just look on Twitter and everyone's like, "Yeah, we just want the cops arrested." Like and that's, I think it's kind of insulting for government entities to give kind of half-assed apologies or tributes to them and or you know what I'm saying, like or tributes, sorry, not tributes,
like lighting a candle and
or like I now see like a huge trend with like stars who voice characters of color on like adult cartoons, right? And they're like, I'm stepping down, I shouldn't have played this Asian lady, or like the lady in BoJack Horseman who was you know what I'm talking about.
Was she voicing the Vietnamese character?
Yeah, correct. And then she stepped out recently, like last week. And also the guy who voices Cleveland on Family Guy, he's also stepping down. Yeah. And it's like, well, hey, I'm happy that everyone's doing their part though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, that's not what this is about. You feel me? Hey, great, good for you though. Good for you.
And it's been like so many years that you've been doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little. It's kind of you just now are thinking, oh, based on what other people are saying, I'm gonna guess that this might be wrong.
I'd say that's probably one of the. That's probably like an indicator that there is a problem. Is the fact that you don't have a lot of people of color voicing people of color. I guess that's an indicator that there's a problem, but it's not the stimulus. Like it's not the catalyst of police brutality.
No.
Or absolutely not. It's probably just the other way around. Like systematic racism, trickles down into these microaggressions. I don't think police are pulling over Regina Williams and then they're like, "Oh, you voiced Riley? Oh,
get out of here!"
Yeah, I need you to get on the ground. Yeah, no, literally. No, but it's. I like that everyone's doing their part, and even people who are on social media, right, just spreading the message. Yeah. I think a lot of people think, or used to think, that it's kind of empty, like it's an empty gesture, right? If you put on your story, if you voice your opinion, it's an empty gesture.
Facebook warriors, social justice warriors.
It can get kind of annoying.
Just online, not really.
Yeah, it can get kind of annoying. But I'd say this: there has been a lot done. You have no idea who's gonna see the amount of reposts or retweets you have, or you're not gonna see how many likes something. You don't know who sees that. Maybe it's the mayor of a small town who sees the push for equality online, because that's how most people consume their media nowadays, right? And then say, great, we're going to enact legislation, or we're going to do this and that, right? And that's really positive. I like that a lot.
I think the most positive thing is videos of peaceful protests.
Oh, without a doubt.
Dancing, singing. Yeah. Like it's really inspiring to get you up. I feel like we're in a generation that has a lot of opinions, but we have like a stopgap between us actually doing something for it. I kind of think a lot of us are.
I think it's the other way around.
You think so?
I don't know, man. I think people get really active nowadays.
At least,
I think in comparison to past generations, or even my parents. I was telling my parents, then she was like, and my mom was like, well, your generation seems to just carry the torch. Like I think millennials and Generation Z we're like really motivated. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes to a fault. Like it's kind of annoying. But I think people are motivated to be individuals.
Make a name for themselves. Those of us who are active.
Without a doubt. And just be a part of something. And I think that's huge. Probably bigger than ever before. I don't really have anything to like substantially prove this, but you feel what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't know. It's definitely interesting. It makes you wonder, like, what's the future gonna be like? As you said, like 100 years, right? Is the pendulum swinging back to like a more conservative country, or at least in the UK? I mean, at least in the US, but also movements in the UK, right? Is it going to be conservative or just entirely liberal? That's what I'm thinking.
This is one of those moments of history where you're going to read about it, in a textbook 20 years from now or 30 from now, and you just. I have no idea where it's going, because you're seeing the numbers here of COVID right now are still quite high, and you saw Soho yesterday, how full it was.
Crazy, but the pubs were mental.
Yeah,
I saw that.
It was full.
I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of wanted to be there. Like it sucks.
Fun.
It sucks.
You all have like that common. I'm not gonna lie, having an element of danger can make
exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's something you shouldn't do.
It's something you shouldn't do.
All fun things you shouldn't do them.
Go skydiving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's so true. Most fun things you should not, like, you shouldn't be doing them, like, regularly, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of like, goes back to when you were a kid, like, when your parents told you not to do something. Even if you really didn't want to do it, like, now you do. My mom told me this one time not to go down this hill on my skateboard, and then I fell off of it, and then, like, had, like rocks in my side and stuff. And I don't know why I did it. I think she just said, don't do it. And I think that's what's happening now. Is a lot of people, right, are just trying to be, you know, anti whatever the government's saying. Doesn't matter what they would say. If they were telling people to go outside, right, I think there would be some people who would be like, they want me to do this and that. They want me to kill myself. Yeah. They must be kidding. Like, I'm staying inside. I think it's completely whatever the government's saying, or like these big entities and these firms, people are just gonna do the opposite. I think a lot of people like that.
Have you seen the anti-vaccine movement saying that you know it's gonna be chips in us if we get the vaccines, tracking us?
I know those people. I saw some story on this kid who disobeyed his mom and got his shots when he was like 16. Oh. I guess you can opt for. I guess you can opt in for your shots.
Like when you're an adult, right?
I thought it was a bit.
I think state by state.
Yeah, it might be. He might have been 18 or on the cusp of adulthood. And they're on. I forgot what channel it was on Fox News, but I thought that was just hilarious, right? Like, I think I don't know what's up with those people. Like, how many? What kind of like pseudosciences do they believe in?
I really think education in the U.S. just doesn't teach you about stuff like this, about vaccines. I think when I was in public high school in the U.S., the thing that I remember the most was my history class because my teacher was blind, and that's what I remember. That's what? My teacher was blind.
Blind.
So he was really he had to find innovative ways to teach his class, you know. So his class was really interactive and fun. But besides that, everyone seemed like they weren't really. My math teacher was this woman that was in the midst of a divorce.
How do you know that? What?
Oh, she would tell us. I'm going to court tomorrow.
Yeah. Every teacher's like that. I overshare. You're like, yo. You're actually sad. Like, why are you so? Like, can I have the glue stick now or something?
She'd pick on this kid for anything. Like, he'd be wearing like Nike socks and Adidas pants. She'd be like, "Why are you wearing Adidas pants and Nike socks?"
Yeah, she's in like brand. She doesn't check some stripes.
Hates this kid.
It's definitely it's definitely education, right? And then the spread of misinformation.
And
fake news. That word. It was so stupid at first, but now it's one of the biggest words ever, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest jokes ever too, right? I hear people say fake news all the time, like, "Oh, fake news," you know.
They just say it.
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
I think they added it to the dictionary. Yeah, fake news.
Really? Like, is it legit?
I think, or it's one of the. It may have been Webster. I don't know. But I looked it up. It's been certified as a word though. Or a phrase.
Yeah, like seriously. A common cultural phrase.
Yeah, colloquial.
Wow, it's pretty big. Have you seen some of the studies talking about how it might have affected the U.S. election with Facebook and?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the Netflix documentary.
I read a study.
Awesome. I think it's the same thing though.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, they're just data mining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just the partisan nature of news on Facebook. It's crazy.
Without doubt, all those Russian bots creating those memes.
Yeah.
Blacks for Trump. I'm black and I'm for Trump. Like, I saw they would. I read some article on what the Russian bot memes looked like.
Oh, so how you can tell?
Well, that as well, but they gave really poor ones. It would be like, this is obviously not a black person who wrote this, and some of them have misspellings and say, "Blacks believe in Trump." Really, or something like that. Really weird phrasing, and knowing that the vast majority of black people don't say blacks, right? Yeah. I think that's making a comeback though, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But it was really obvious, right?
Yeah. Speaking of blacks for Trump, that pastor that you showed.
Oh, it's hilarious.
What's his name?
Mark Burns. Mark Burns.
I want to hear him again.
He's great.
I want to see what he's up to.
He's great.
He might have folded on live TV, but his statement after was pretty.
It was solid. It was solid. So you should see. They did You know, Hate Thy Neighbor?
No.
Okay, so it's this Vice. Vice has this guy. His name's Jamal. He goes around and just interviews different like subcultures, like people who hate other people. He interviews.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And what
That's
or
pretty
people
interesting.
associated with hate. Mark Burns isn't. I don't think he
Right.
hates anybody, but
Yeah,
people perceive him as some sort of a hate symbol.
because he's
He's associated with Trump.
yeah.
But and he stuck with him for like a week, and he seemed pretty poised.
Damn.
He wasn't gonna mess up this time.
He was
I'll
ready.
show you. But
You think the media training got him a little like
yeah, that stuff's real.
paranoid about it? Maybe they were saying, oh, they're really gonna try to get you. You have to be careful.
When he was doing it,
Yeah,
I think it was caught off. I think it was caught off guard.
He was gonna.
No, I think it was the exact opposite. I think he told him. And if you haven't seen it, it's
Yeah.
like a video of Mark Burns, right, the pastor, and just completely cracking under pressure when he's questioned about a number of allegations he made on his website, completely false, about what degrees he held and fraternities he was in, just complete fabrications. But
He actually kind of wins you back in the end. He calls back and they get like the statement from him where he kind of explains why he did that, and it's a good watch. You should check it out. But
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, what was your question?
You think media training made him like a little scared of the?
Oh, the interview. Yeah, it's the opposite. I think he was. I think the interviewer was acting kind of friendly at first, like, oh, it's just gonna be a really lighthearted interview, right? To get him off guard, and then says boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Then he got.
I love that. I love that. Those journalists nowadays are out for blood.
Have you seen the Prince Andrews interview?
I briefly. He has to be in hot water right now.
Yeah, must be. I saw this video of Boris Johnson on leading Britain's conversation.
Yeah.
Where people can call in and ask questions and he would answer.
Yeah.
And one question was if the FBI wanted to interview Prince Andrew with the government aid in the investigation, what's the government's stance? He was like, well, it's a royal family matter. You should bring it up with them. And the guy just kept like, so you wouldn't help them. So you wouldn't help them with the investigation. He's like, no such approach. No such approach.
You should say whatever.
Yeah, right. The guy was cracking, man.
I think one of the biggest things is not falling into that trap. Not like repeating what someone says. So if an interviewer asks you something that's phrased kind of weird or strange, like you just don't feed into it. I think that's what some of the best media trained people do, right? They just don't feed into it. So it was like, why'd you murder this person? It's just like, or like, why'd you do this? Right? And you just don't say that. You just say, I did nothing wrong.
You have to be like Justin Bieber at his deposition.
Oh shit, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so good. They ask him a question, like, what?
No, it's like,
like, it's so great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He just sued the shit out of some girl. He sued
Justin Bieber?
Yo, because the girl accused him of sexual assault, and they just robbed some receipts. He was with Selena Gomez. He said boom, boom, boom,
the whole
boom.
time. Oh,
yeah, and then he's not suing her for like $20 million in a defamation lawsuit. I don't know if it's that high, but it's a crazy amount of money.
So what happens when you get sued for more than you have money for? Even your personal possessions.
I have to claim bankruptcy. Something like that. Wow. Or you have to show that you don't have the means to pay it, and then it's more of a statement. He's not trying to get $20 million.
Oh,
it's just to get her. It's just kind of. I think it's a warning sign because it does make people go broke though, and they also have to pay their legal fees. Justin Bieber's legal fees. It's like that's probably like $1 million.
Must be high.
Oh, that's deep.
Right? What kind of legal team? Like most.
Oh, he has dogs. He has sharks. Like he is the baddest people.
I think Johnny Depp's case against what's her name? What's his ex-wife?
Dang, I don't know.
It's going forward. Let's look it up.
Yeah, check it out.
That'd be a good function.
Yeah, but keep talking. So wait, if Johnny Depp's ex-wife lawsuit?